the trend is generally changing. It's going to take some time. It's like a mini Nigeria. It's going to take some time, but I can assure you, Harry, that it's something that can work.
But you see, the reason why I've kept on harping on that the domestic participation is because some have argued that most of the products on display are foreign products. You've just mentioned that we have about 150 Chinese exhibitors at this present trade fair. So how does that benefit the economy? If what we're trying to do is, apart from integrating, domestic and foreign trade, is to also encourage domestic growth. So why encourage more foreign participation than domestic?
Well, it's not about encouraging more foreign participation. It's just about the foreigners seeing the potentials in the Nigerian economy and wanting to come into the country. I think the onus now falls on us as Nigerians to channel their need in such a way that they are not only selling to us, we are inviting them to also invest in Nigeria. I give you an example. When we started the trade fair at the TBS, when we moved to the TBS, we had a furniture company coming in. This company was bringing in their product from outside the country. But over the years, they've been here now for 5 years, and they are now manufacturing from Nigeria. And instead of one, we now have about 6 of them yes, maybe the components are coming from abroad, but they are now manufacturing here in Nigeria. And going further this year, what the FCC has done is to also organize what we've called an investment conference alongside the trade fair. An investment conference that will now expose the vast potential of the Nigerian economy outside oil, apart from oil, which we are holding tomorrow at the Muson Center. This, we believe, is part of our own contribution to ensuring that the Nigerian economy is exposed and people can see the potentials, and this is both for domestic and international business people. Basically, more of domestic business people to see the potentials available, not just buying and selling.
But does government have a role to play as well in all of this?
Of course, government has a role to play. Of course, people will not go to an environment that doesn't give them a wonderful ROI. So government has a role to play to ensure that the necessary facilities and infrastructures are in place to make this economy conducive to run business.
Because definitely you're there, you're on ground with these guys, and you're talking to them, so you know the issues and you know the challenges. So what does your department do with regards to articulating this issues together and channeling it to the right office in terms of government office?
If you the chamber, we are an advocacy body, so beyond the trade fair itself, we do a periodic scan of the economy, of the business environment, and tell government this is the way things are in this sector. We have our quarterly press conferences where we tell, and it's just not about talking to the press. We send communiques, we hold stakeholders forum where we discuss pertinent issues for each sector, and we package this and send to relevant government authorities and bodies. So I think as a private sector body, I'm not sure we can do beyond this to open the eye of the public sector to what is happening in various sectors of the economy and our own advice on what things government should do to make things better. What we want more now is a bigger listening here from government. They should at least look at all the things we're talking about and try to do more.
We're also talking about security. Yes, it is a major issue, especially because of what's going on around. Exactly. So at events like this, there's a tendency to attract mixed crowds. So what is happening with regard to security there?
A lot is happening with regard to security, and security is one area that we have not left to anybody else. We are working with the Nigerian police. We are working with even the military. We are working in various sections of the Nigerian police. We have of course, the normal anti-riot policemen fully present. We have the anti-bomb squad. We have the anti-terrorist squad. We have the military. And of course, we have the plainclothes policemen going around. I tell you, the foreign exhibitors, particularly this year, have been very critical. They've been very critical about security. In fact, they've made us do much more than we've done over the years. Now we scan every car that is entering the trade fair. We scan everybody. We check bags. Even the terraces, the surroundings, where the trade fair is not going on, we have to put security there. So it's a very secure place, and we pray that it remains as peaceful as it has been since we started on Friday.
And then let's not even forget to mention the amount of jobs that are being created, because of this trade fair. It's been an interesting one, especially for those who, at one point or the other, felt like nothing was really going to come out. So it seems as if there's going to be a lovely Christmas for some people.
A lovely Christmas. I tell people the job creation goes beyond even the 10 days.
Well, how many jobs were created?
Harriet, I must confess I cannot tell you now, but it's quite a crowd. We issue passes. Let me give you an example. We issue passes to temporary staff, canvassers, marketers, and everything. And I can tell you, we have issued over 10,000 passes to people who are going to work at the trade fair. That is apart from the one we have issued to contractors who are working for people who are not going to. So it's a vast. You need to visit the trade fair and see the volume of people. Sometimes I sit down and I look at the people coming and I wonder, how do you cope with this? But it's been wonderful, and I'm glad that I'm part of that system. At least over these 2 months, we're able to take people away from the streets and provide jobs for them. Young people, not so young, all sorts of people get jobs there at the trade fair.
So we should be looking at, the LCCI beginning to organize maybe monthly trade fairs, sector-specific, like you already mentioned, to create more of those temporal jobs and get people off the streets.
It's our target. But Harriet, I must confess to you, it's not one of the easiest things to organize in this country with our dearth of facilities. But we are doing our best. It's really tough.
Well, Dele, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you very much, Harriet.
Dele Alimi is the Director, Membership and Trade Promotion at the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry.